EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, Venerable Soldier. Just off Lakeshore Drive, nestled next to Lake Michigan. That's where you find historic. First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside Venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Detroit Lions and the Chicago Bears. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And an alley to run. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good,
yeah.
Backside guys,
man,
that's what you're supposed to do.
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
They go play action with Trubisky, and that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Even though that one was incomplete, you could see the training that went into that play. He gets out of the pocket, ends up moving to his right. All he's trying to do, though, extend the life of the play. Keep it alive, hoping someone would pop free.
Was able to take a pretty good shot with a deep ball, but incomplete. Trubisky's throw pulled in by Robinson, and they get to him after... A gain of 6 to the 46.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and
4. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
Hey, Charlie.
Runner, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. And Robinson with a big catch. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 27-yard line.
Well, he's looking sharp right from the get-go here. Tough division. They needed this kind of a start. But I think this is part of where scripting comes in. We always hear about the scripting of plays, how they're going to be called. Everyone dress rehearses their script, and right now they're following it to a T.
And for that opening drive, so part of the script still to come, right, partner?
Yeah, no doubt about it. We've got a ways to go with that, but you can tell that they worked on the script the entire week in practice, and it's paying off for them.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
I'm coming.
Now it's Trubisky. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
44's Mike. Check.
2nd and 10 now. It's Trubisky. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Hey, Echo.
40's Mike. Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
On 3rd down, Trubisky flush to his right. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success, putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you got game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Here we go.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 23.
Watch his slant. Watch his slant. He's coming. Double up. Double up. 7. He's coming. Double up.
61. Matchbox light.
Now Stafford. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a 1st down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 33-yard line.
56. Yellow 80. Yellow 80. You gonna see me in your nightmare. Switch, switch, switch. Kill.
On 2nd and 12, Stafford. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Now, they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in this 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Go.
From the 22, Trubisky. Robinson's got it. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this 1st quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Let's go.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Trubisky being chased out left, and it's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, Frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Get in the weight room. Alert. Hey, Foxtrot. They gonna need some therapy after this.
From the gun on third down, it's Trubisky. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Lions will take over. Update now from a game going on in Pittsburgh. And it's the Ravens that have moved out to an early advantage. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. They go play action here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
A loss of 8 yards. It's second down.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. After one, 7-0. On EA Sports.
Right there, 56. I got you. Jim. SOS.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Stafford. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
A gain of 9 brings up third down.
Zero. Hey, exit. 56. Check 56. Bring it. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
On third down, Stafford. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Khalil Mack picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Here's Matt Wild now. As he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
Let's go,
Bears take over first and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
leverage.
big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Hey, Delta.
Out of the gun, Trubisky eluding the pressure right. This is caught by Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Now he'll escape to his right. It's complete to Robinson. And he's taken down inside the 30. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
On second down, it's Ingram, and he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Now it's Trubisky. They go screen. This is Ingram. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skill showing the power, but just not much room to operate. The first down screen pass, good for 5. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Tight left. 4 down. 4.
No, he's asking if like you can only get
throwing here Trubisky. Blitz coming and down he goes.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. A 14-yard touchdown as the Bears push further out in front. Now, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Beyond there. You on beyond dead?
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack there by Roquan Smith.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Here's Stafford. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Stafford.
He ran away.
He'll get this one to Galladay. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time, and that'll bring up second down.
Good effort.
Alert! Greystone, Travis. Hurry! Check 25.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
Johnson, the Lion ball carrier.
1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. Stafford now to throw. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. As the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. And the 13-year man puts it through. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
14, Lions 3.
Prater now will send it away following the made field goal. This one taken from the 7. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. They're in the second quarter at Heinz Field. And it's the Ravens that have moved out to an early advantage. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout.
Hey, Zoo.
Hey, 25 to Mike.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
180.
Right there, 56. Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing is Stafford. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. There he goes left side. Touchdown, Detroit. Kenny Galladay, 61 yards. As his guys are back within a single score. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it,
Like a dope,
that
right?
should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed?
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. He's in the 50, the 30, past the 20, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
My dad got it.
This is taken at his 4.
Just to the wrong, but the information is wrong.
And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
Fix the information. Let us
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Yeah, he
Last
is.
time
He's
wasn't
doing
pretty.
it.
One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Good on. 180. Right there. 40's Mike. Watch the curve. Watch the curve. 40's Mike. 40's Mike. Alert, 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 alert. Army. Yeah, check. Hey, Mike. Hey, no. Switch the mic right here. We go Mike 40. Mike 40. Watch twist. Watch twist. Watch twist.
They go play action. Trubisky. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, Orbit. I'm here all day.
Trubisky will throw. This one into the hands of Burton. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. Trubisky now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10. In on the tackle, Jalen Reeves-Maybin.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
44, Mike.
On 2nd and 9, Trubisky. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Give me that ball, D. Alert, alert. Alert, alert. Hey, alert, alert. Alert, alert. Hey, Haywood. Check. 40's Mike. 40's the Mike. 40's the Mike. Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to the running game. It's Ingram. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram. Ingram churning. He lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
He was brought down by Buster Screen.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off around the 27, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10, just shy of the 30.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Watch the ship, watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship, watch the ship. Hey, check 24, watch 24. Check 26, check 50, 50. Check nickel. Kill.
After the interception, here's Stafford. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make a 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Come on, let's go. Ran. Hey, whoa. We got 3. Mike 40, check.
They go play action with Trubisky, rolling to his right. And this will be incomplete.
Trubisky on the keeper. Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 4.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Check 9. Alert. Hey, Alpha.
Now Trubisky. He's got it to Ingram, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. And an alley to run. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That one good for 37 yards. He was trying to dance in around the sideline, but fell just a couple of yards short. Still, he's got him in great position.
He certainly does. They did a nice job keeping him from getting into the end zone, but they're definitely back on their heels after.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Taking it in from 2 yards out as the Bears push further out in front. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right,
throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. But they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. To throw is Stafford. Throwing deep for Galladay. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Eddie Jackson picks it, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes this forward for about 6. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Again, they'll run with Ingram. And he's got this down to the 35.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Stop your whining. Sponge.
Now Trubisky to throw. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Here's Trubisky. He's got Burton here. It'll be a gain of 15 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Watch the screen. Pass.
Now it's Trubisky. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise. And that'll deny him a shot at 3.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. I got you, punk. Check 15. Check 15. Q.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And they get this all the way inside Chicago's 10. A big play there for Detroit. 57 yards. Here's Stafford. And it's caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A 7-yard touchdown grab as his guys are back within a single score. Prater for the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. A run there on first down going nowhere as he stopped right at the 25. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Bravo!
Here's Trubisky to throw. This one complete to Ingram. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
Check three, check three, check three. Shoot!
On first down, Ingram. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. Now Ingram. He's been busy today. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Looky here, Trubisky wants to throw it. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Alert, alert. Alert, alert. 51. Exit, exit. Hey, Charlie. 51's the mic. Watch him.
Throwing now is Trubisky. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Duron Harmon. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat-and-mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
It's 2nd down and 10.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Check, 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 check.
And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. And that'll set them back 5. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. Back to throw. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Robert Quinn in there with pressure yet again. That is the 7th time that they have dropped him here this afternoon. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason, but now I'm listening to you. So for the Bears, it was a hard-fought game, and they'll exit 1-0 as they win by a 1.